we are live. Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of Virtual Trivia. Thanks for joining us.
I do hope we don't have any sound problems this evening.
We'll hear about it in the chat.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yes.
Anyhow, I hope welcome everybody. Welcome to Trivia Night. Few things, if you haven't done so, there's a few links in the video description. The first links should be the picture question. I should actually speak German. So der erste Link in der Videobeschreibung sollte die Bilderfrage sein. Der zweite Link ist bitte euren Teamnamen eingeben. Der beste Teamname bekommt einen Extrapunkt. Und die restlichen Links braucht ihr euch jetzt noch nicht kümmern. Die kommen dann in Kürze. Wir haben wieder 25 Fragen für euch vorbereitet. Mit ein paar neuen Sachen heute wieder, einer neuen speziellen neuen Sache. Und ja.
Yeah. Okay. So this time in English. So you guys probably are all repeat customers. Just have a look down below the video for a couple of links. The first one of those is going to be the picture round. You want to go ahead and download that now so that your team can start working on it. You've got a joker for that round where you can phone a friend if you think that someone you know might have a better idea of what some of those languages are. Give a phone call, but the caveat is it's only audio. You can't send a photo to anyone outside of your team. Then we are going to get started with the 25 questions. We'll run through them, and we got a couple, especially one new thing tonight to try, see how it runs. And as you know, the way this works is you're encouraged to donate €5, £5, $5 to a charity, and the winner gets to advertise or gets us to advertise for their chosen charity. So one thing you're going to need to do is decide with your teammates what your chosen charity is and enter it along with some other information into the table at the link down below.
Und wir hoffen natürlich, dass ihr alle fleißig spendet, aber es ist natürlich keine Verpflichtung.
It's free, obviously, but yeah.
Na gut. Bilderrunde heute. Ausgangssymbole in verschiedensten Sprachen und ihr müsst uns nur sagen, was die verschiedenen Sprachen sind. 10 Schilder, 10 verschiedene Sprachen. Viel Glück.
I think you might need to turn up my mic. We'll try it at a little bit higher level this time, and you guys let us know in the chat if this is working better.
Okay.
All right, so you got 25 questions, and then we'll all go through the correct answers with you, and you guys will correct your own. So you'll have to keep track of all of the correct points that you collect, and then you'll be entering that into another table down at the bottom of the video, available through a link at the end of the quiz. So if you have any questions at all on how it works, or if you need a repeat, whatever, just let us know in the chat, or if we have any technical issues that we need to address, just let us know in the chat, and after a little about 20-second drag, then we'll be on it.
Okay, damit gehen wir auch schon in Frage 1 und in dem Fall übergebe ich an Gretel.
Okay.
Ich habe was ganz Wichtiges zu tun.
He's got work in the background. He's got backstage prop to prepare. Question number 1. Joseph R. Biden will be the 46th president of the United States. His middle name, Robinette, is his mother's maiden name. But what is his Secret Service code name beginning with C, selected to honor his Irish heritage? Frage Nummer 1. Joseph R. Biden wird der 46. Präsident der Vereinigten Staaten
Auch
sein.
wenn es noch nicht alle wahrhaben wollen.
Sein zweiter Vorname, Robinette, ist der Mädchenname seiner Mutter. Aber wie lautet der Geheimdienst-Codename, beginnend mit dem Buchstaben C, den er zu Ehren seines irischen Erbes gewählt hat?
Okay, sorry for the slight technical problems. We switched Gretel's microphone. The old microphone fell on the HDMI cable and turned the monitor off, so that's why the screen went black. Anyway.
So I'm going to just go ahead and say a couple of things here just to test it. Let me know if we've still got that weird echoey reverberation happening in the chat feed. Thanks, guys.
Anyhow, question number 2. The world lost a trivia giant last week. Answering in the form of a question. Name the mustachioed Canadian American who hosted Jeopardy for the last 36 years. Die Welt hat letzte Woche einen Quiz-Giganten verloren. Nenne in Form einer Frage den schnurrbärtigen kanadisch-amerikanischen Moderator, der in den letzten 36 Jahren Jeopardy moderiert hatte.
Question number 3. This is our first player submission question. Although, other than a video, last week we had a video correspondent. This week we'll have another video correspondent. So thanks for submitting.
This was submitted by Jody. I'm not saying the last name just out of because I'm not sure she wants, but Jody submitted 2 questions. This is one of them. Thank you very much.
Oh, I put her last name in a shout out on the on the slide. Jody, if you don't want your last name published,
we'll take it out.
You let us know in the chat feed and we'll take it out.
Anyway,
thanks for submitting a question.
If you have a good trivia question, there is, I think it's the 3rd link in the video description. You can submit a video question to us, and we will maybe we'll pick it for next trivia. You have also the chance to submit like a video question. Also in that form, you can upload a video. So yeah, if you know any great trivia questions, anything you think you come upon and think like, oh, that would make great question for trivia, like submit it to us. We are always on the lookout for great questions. So
you can record it in English or German.
We'll do the translations.
I think those are the only languages that we can proficiently translate. But we'll do the translations and the other stuff.
So thanks again, Jody.
Welcome.
And here's the question.
So thanks, Jody, for the submission. During the first major lockdown of the COVID-19 epidemic, Finnair was forced to suspend 90% of its flight operations. With so many parked aircraft, the company ran out of space at its Helsinki hub and had to requisition tarmac space at 2 additional airports. But what specific item did they also run out of due to the mass grounding of their fleet and have to commission carpenters to produce? Frage Nummer 3. Während der ersten größeren Abriegelung der Covid-19-Epidemie war Finnair gezwungen, 90% ihrer Flugoperationen einzustellen. Bei so vielen geparkten Flugzeugen ging dem Unternehmen der Platz an seinem Drehkreuz in Helsinki aus und musste das Rollfelder auf 2 weiteren Flughäfen nutzen. Aber welcher spezifische Artikel ging ihnen auch aufgrund der massenhaften Flugverbote ihrer Flotte aus und sodass sie Tischler mit der Produktion dieser Artikel beauftragen müssten?
Okay, question number 4. Using petroleum jelly, coal dust, and burnt cork, what product did Thomas Lyle Williams pioneer in 1915 initially for his sister Mabel? Welches Produkt aus Petroleumgelee, Kohlenstaub und verbrannten Kork hat Thomas Lyle Williams 1915 zunächst für seine Schwester Mabel entwickelt?
Question number 5. This is another recurring series this season. This is our literature question. It concerns a work listed by the Boklubben World Library, which is a collection of classic literature compiled by the Norwegian Book Club, which endeavors to reflect the world's most important literary work throughout history. So I'm going to read a selection from one of the books on the Boklubben list. Name either the work in which this selection appears or the author who wrote it for 1 point. You don't get 2 points if you name both, but you get my respect. So the following is the selection. Pause. J.J. O'Malloy took out his cigarette case. False lull. Something quite ordinary. Messenger took out his matchbox thoughtfully and lit his cigar. I have often thought since on looking back over that strange time that it was that small act, trivial in itself, that striking of that match that determined the whole aftercourse of both our lives. Frage Nummer 5, diese ist unsere Literaturfrage aus unserer wiederholenden Serie von diesem Staffel. So, ich lese einen Ausschnitt vor von einem Text, der in den Boklubben Weltbibliothek vorkommt. Die Boklubben Weltbibliothek ist eine Sammlung klassischer Literaturwerken, zusammengestellt vom norwegischen Buchclub, der sich bemüht, die weltweit bedeutendsten literarischen Werke der Geschichte wiederzuspiegeln. So, du findest, ich lese vor einem Auswahl aus einem Buch und du hast den Auftrag, entweder den Titel oder den Autor zu nennen. Du kriegst
Die Autorin.
Oder die Autorin.
Gretel Genders. Oh, come on. You're writing a doctoral thesis. You better get on it.
Whoopsies. Also, einen Punkt ist es wert, entweder die Autorin, den Autor oder den Titel des Werkes. Also, jetzt der Auswahl. Pause. J.J. O'Malloy zog seinen Zigarettenetui. Ruhe vor dem Sturm. Was ganz Banales. Der Vorbote zog gedankenvoll seine Streichholzschachtel und zündete sich seine Zigarette an. Es ist mir seither, wenn ich zurückblicke auf jene seltsame Zeit, oft der Gedanke gekommen, dass es diese kleine, an sich triviale Handlung war, dieses Anreißen des Streichholzes, was den gesamten späteren Verlauf von unserer beider Leben bestimmte.
Okay, question number 6. The first scripted version of which 1988 Tim Burton film featured a winged demon who assumes the form of a short Middle Eastern man to terrorize a New England family? A role originally intended for Sammy Davis Jr. In der ersten Drehbuchversion welches 1988 Films von Tim Burton war ein geflügelter Dämon zu sehen, der die Gestalt eines kleinen Mannes aus dem Nahen Osten annimmt, um eine Familie in Neuengland zu terrorisieren. Eine Rolle, die ursprünglich für Sammy Davis Jr. gedacht war.
Question number 7. What non-SI unit, so non-international system of units, used to measure the speeds of both navigational fluids, so tidal streams, river currents, and wind speeds, and of vessels relative to the fluids in which they travel, derives its name from a method of measuring the speed of unspooling rope tied every 47 feet, 3 inches. Frage Nummer 7. Welche Nicht-SI-Einheit, also SI steht für International System of Units, Nicht-SI-Einheit, die zur Messung der Geschwindigkeiten sowohl der Navigationsfluide, also sprich Gezeitenströme, Flussströmungen und Windgeschwindigkeiten, als auch der Schiffe im Verhältnis zu den Fluiden, in denen sie fahren, verwendet wird verdankt ihren Namen einer Methode zur Messung der Geschwindigkeit des Abspulens von Seilen, die alle 47 Fuß und 3 Zoll gebunden sind. Also eine Nicht-SI-Einheit.
Sure you know
die
it.
dazu
It's not that
verwendet
hard of a
wird.
question.
It's a lot of verbal gymnastics to get out of naming the unit.
Okay, question number 8. The history of taxonomy, the study of naming and classifying biological organisms, is divided into two major periods: pre- and post-publication of Systema Naturae from 1735. The work is the first to consistently apply the system of binomial nomenclature throughout dividing the natural world into 3 kingdoms, which can be further categorized into classes, orders, genera, and species. What is the name of the Swedish scientist who established modern taxonomy? Die Geschichte der Taxonomie, das Studium der Benennung und Klassifizierung biologischer Organismen, gliedert sich in 2 Hauptperioden: vor und nach der Veröffentlichung von Systema Naturae in 1735. Das Werk ist das erste, das das System der binominalen Nomenklatur durchgehend konsequent anwendet und die natürliche Welt in 3 Reiche unterteilt, die sich in weitere Klassen, Ordnungen, Gattungen und Arten unterteilen lassen. Wie lautet der Name des schwedischen Wissenschaftlers, der die moderne Taxonomie begründet hat? Ein kleiner Einschub hier, ich wurde gerade darauf hingewiesen, es ist Ordnung, Familie, Gattung, Art. Das ist die korrekte Einteilung. Auf der anderen Seite wurde ich gerade von Gretel hingewiesen, dass das so in diesem Buch erschienen ist. Vielen Dank. Wir continuieren mit Frage Nummer 9.
Frage number 9. Question number 9. Okay. For those English speakers among you, there is a difference between how the differentiation between species and classes and genera, etc., appears in the book that was published in 1735 and how it's understood today. So you may kind of notice that it's incorrect according to our modern understanding, but this is how it was originally published in 1735. It's been updated and corrected since then. Question number 9. What character in the James Bond films and film novelizations actually appears in Ian Fleming's original novels not as an individual, but as a branch of the British Secret Service? Frage Nummer 9. Welche Figur in den James Bond-Filmen und Filmnovellierungen taucht in Ian Flemings Originalromanen nicht als Individuum, sondern als ein Zweig des britischen Geheimdienstes auf?
Okay, question number 10. Oh, question number 10. Potent potables. Potent potables. Major awards in the sparkling wine industries. Sparkling wine? Hello? Have increasingly gone to younger wineries in the past few years. Many of these geographically located outside of the traditionally European regions. All 3 top medals in 2020 World Sparkling Wine Awards went to producers in which country? Principally located in the province of Western Cape. Bedeutende Auszeichnungen in der Schaumweinindustrie sind in den letzten Jahren zunehmend an jüngere Weingüter gegangen, von denen viele geografisch außerhalb der traditionellen europäischen Regionen liegen. Alle 3 Spitzenmedaillen bei den World Sparkling Wine Awards 2020 gingen an Produzenten in welchem Land? Hauptsächlich in der Provinz Western Cape. Okay, question number 11. Name the chess grandmaster born Garrik Kimovich Weinstein in Baku, Azerbaijan in 1963, who became the youngest ever undisputed world chess champion in 1985. Still holds the world record for consecutive professional tournament victories. Nenne den Schachgroßmeister, der 1963 als Garrik Kimovich Weinstein in Baku, Aserbaidschan geboren wurde, der 1985 der jüngste jemals unangefochtene Schachweltmeister wurde und noch immer den Weltrekord für aufeinanderfolgende professionelle Turniersiege hält. On a different note, if you haven't watched it, the Queen's Gambit is, I guess, one of the better shows on Netflix in recent times, since they haven't produced anything good, but that one was actually worth watching. So, the Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
That's all I can say. Justice!
Okay, question number 11. Oh, wait a second, that's me. Question number 12. We have a everybody turn on your microphones. Oh boy. Oh my god, I have to do some. Not your microphones. Turn up your speakers. Question number 12. Identify the title of this well-known songs. Nenne den Titel dieses bekannten Liedes. This is another submission by one of our contestants, and we ask you too, if you play any instrument, we would ask you play any kind of song you see which is well known in both Europe and the USA and submit it to us and have people guess which song it is. Falls ihr einem Bekannten irgendein Instrument spielt oder vielleicht auch singt, naja, singen ohne Text. Ja. Naja, wie auch immer. Falls ihr irgendwas habt, ihr könnt es uns schicken und der Rest muss es erraten. Und naja, viel Glück, sag ich mal. Hang on. Ach Gott. Okay. No. And I'll play it one more time. Okay, thank you, Anthony, for submitting this. I hope we get other submissions. So you will give you a little bit of time to contemplate with that with some different music. Okay. Question number, I have to draw it out. Gretel needs to get back on time. 13.
I'm on it. Question number 13. Palumboism is a rare muscular condition in which an over-thickening of the obliques and subsequent lateral compression of the abdomen results in an unsightly bubble gut. Researchers believe it results from a combination of factors, including a prolonged high carbohydrate diet, adrenal fatigue, chronic overtraining, and use of HGH and anabolic steroids. In what sport did its namesake, Dave Palumbo, compete? Frage Nummer 13. Der Palumboismus ist ein seltener muskulärer Zustand, bei dem eine Überverdichtung der Schrägen und eine nachfolgende seitliche Kompression des Abdomens zu einem unansehnlichen Ballondarm oder Ballonbauch führt. Forscher glauben, dass dies auf eine Kombination von Faktoren zurückzuführen ist, darunter eine längere kohlenhydratische Ernährung, adrenale Müdigkeit, chronisches Übertraining und die Einnahme von HGH, also Human Growth Hormone und anabolen Steroiden zurückzuführen ist. In welcher Sportart ist sein Namensvetter Dave Palumbo aufgetreten?
Okay, Frage Nummer 14. Three of the four most massive, largest in terms of mass, monoliths ever quarried and moved are located in Baalbek, Lebanon. They are integrated into temple complexes constructed in the mid-1st century under the Roman Empire in honor of the Greek sun deity. What was the name of Baalbek during classical antiquity? 3 der 4 massivsten, von der Masse her größten Monolithen, die jemals abgebaut und bewegt wurden, befinden sich in Baalbek im Libanon. Sie sind in Tempelkomplexen integriert, die in der Mitte des 1. Jahrhunderts unter dem Römischen Reich zu Ehren der griechischen Sonnengottheit errichtet wurden. Wie hieß Baalbek während der klassischen Antike?
Question number 15 is one of our recurring categories. This season, it's dumb crime. So, this week in dumb crime, 2 Welsh tourists landed themselves in court in 2012 after they got drunk, broke into SeaWorld Australia, and committed vandalism and theft. After swimming with the dolphins and setting off a fire extinguisher in the shark enclosure, they stole an animal named Dirk. According to police, when the 2 woke up the next morning, they, quote, tried their incompetent best, unquote, to feed him and keep him in their shower before releasing him into a canal where they were spotted and arrested. What kind of animal was Dirk? Frage Nummer 15, eine unserer wiederholende Dumb Crime Fragen. Diesmal, diese Woche in Dumb Crime, haben wir 2 walisische Touristen, die 2012 vor Gericht landeten, nachdem sie betrunken waren, in SeaWorld Australia einbrachen und Vandalismus und Diebstahl begingen. Nachdem sie mit dem Delfinen geschwommen waren und im Haigehege einen Feuerlöscher gezündet hatten, stahlen sie ein Tier namens Dirk. Nach Angaben der Polizei versuchen die beiden, als sie am nächsten Morgen aufwachten, Zitat, ihr unzulängliches Bestes, um ihn zu füttern und in ihrer Dusche zu halten, bevor sie ihn in einen Kanal entließen, wo sie entdeckt und festgenommen wurden. Was für ein Tier war Dirk?
Okay, question number 16. Easy one. Which former Nirvana drummer, following Kurt Cobain's death and the dissolution of the band in 1994, briefly played with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers before embarking on a one-man project that ultimately became the Foo Fighters? Welcher ehemalige Nirvana-Schlagzeuger spielte nach Kurt Cobains Tod und der Auflösung der Band 1994 kurzzeitig mit Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, bevor er sich auf ein Ein-Mann-Projekt einließ, aus dem schließlich the Foo Fighters wurde? Oh please, Gretel gave away everything again, I guess. No. Yeah, and just the one person in the group you put the smiley on. Every other one is like, oh my god.
So Indies, where y'all from?
How so? Indies. Yeah. Live free, speak your piece. Stay humble in these streets, yeah. In these streets. Let's go. Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York.
We from the home of the biggie, people blowing they ciggies. And these girls going wild cause they flashing they this litty. Watch your steps cause these blocks be. We grew up on that bad boy in 96 with Diddy. Take a walk, come with me. Let me show you what really go down. Fiends on the corner, every hood got a deli or crowns. Cops pull us over, it don't matter if you black or you brown. City never sleeps, this the place that where hip hop was found.
Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York. I look around as I'm viewing the city. Skyscrapers and bridges, bright lights, fast life, Manhattan living. Cross over downtown, welcome to the concrete. The Nets to Barclays, the Mets to Yankees. Ubers and yellow taxis. And while I'm fitted with some butters, we heard savvy when tight jeans was baggy. From JFK to LaGuardia, city that never sleeps, insomnia. Home of Junior Mafia, word. Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle.
Question number 17. In an 8th season episode of the show Seinfeld, George's girlfriend Marcy uses a specific phrase to shorten her stories. Since she follows it up with, "I'm really tired today," this leads George to assume that she's covering up sex with her ex-boyfriend. What is the phrase? Frage Nummer 17. In einer Episode der 8. Staffel der Serie Seinfeld verwendet Georges Freundin Marcy eine bestimmte Phrase, um ihre Geschichten zu verkürzen. Da sie ihn mit "Ich bin heute wirklich müde" fortsetzt, lässt dies George vermuten, dass sie den Sex mit ihrem Ex-Freund vertuscht. Wie lautet die Phrase? Und hier habt ihr eine Gelegenheit, einen Bonuspunkt zu kriegen. Bonus point! Here you have an opportunity to get a bonus point. And it's if you can name the activity that Marcy was actually covering up. Und zwar, wenn du das, was, jetzt kriegst du einen Bonuspunkt, wenn du die Frage beantworten kannst, was war es, das Marcy eigentlich vertuschen wollte? So. Mögliche 2 Punkte für diese Frage. So,
sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. BK all day, BK all day. We go hard, yeah, yeah. What's up? Brooklyn, Brooklyn. BK all day, BK all day. We go hard,
Let peace stress free. God got a bigger plan for you and me. Let peace stress free and let it be. God got a bigger plan for you and me. Let peace stress free and let it be. God got a bigger plan for you. Yeah.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up. Bill, I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up. say they love me. I understand they hungry, but please don't hate, that's ugly. I've been sliding, shaking, moving. I've been popping in my city. Shawty say she love the way we do it with me. I be too turned up to ever give a fuck. I ain't come to argue, let a nigga fuck. They been talking pennies, I need bigger bucks. About to catch a flight, I need to switch it up. Got that black boy joy, might do my dance on him. Take no disrespect, might put my hands on him. Hit this chicken, now she wanna marry me. But she gon' need some closure and some therapy. Came back to the city with my bank account on F. Giving rappers hell, I know they happy that I left. Hit the south in winter, I just put down my deposit. 82 degrees, I left that jacket in my closet. I'm in the mood.
Okay, question number 18. The Indian Festival of Lights begins. Oh my god. Begins today, November 12th, a 5-day celebration observed by Hindus, Jains, Sikhs, and some Buddhists, symbolizing the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. Biden over Trump? What? What is the festival called? Das indische Lichterfest beginnt heute am 12. November. Eine 5-tägige Feier, die von Hindus, Jains, Sikhs und einigen Buddhisten beobachtet wird und den spirituellen Sieg des Lichts über die Dunkelheit, des Guten über das Böse und des Wissens über die Unwissenheit symbolisiert. Wie wird das Fest genannt?
For a switch up, I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'ma flick up. Feel I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up. They got amnesia, don't remember how they played us. They wanna knock me down, but somehow I just stay up. Hey, look, came in with the what's that? Left out with the who she. Laying game like 2D, I been kicking shit like Bruce Lee. Margarita to the brim tip. I need a slim fit. Same people that I flex with be the ones that I'm in the gym with. I'm a living legend, you a dead cause, and I'm dead ass. No, I'm dead, right? Leaving early, but I'm here night. Long and short to keep the head right. Teed up out in Malibu, got sand all in my good shoes. Press a nigga with the pessimism, but I only came for the good news. I am the show that they came for, hitting the target I aim for. We've been discussing the contract, just telling they get what they paid for. I am not fucking with poverty, really it started to bother me. I need the yacht with the property, that come with the view that you gotta see. Came up from the basement, hit the rooftop with a passion. Bad bitch with some good credit and a good sense for the fashion. Dope blowing with the left hand, ass gripping with the right hand. Uber share to the airport, I'ma hit you back when my flight land. I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'ma flick up. Feel I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up. They got amnesia, don't remember how they played us. They wanna knock me down, but somehow I just stay up.
Question number 19. The European Union shares a land border with only one African nation. Which African nation is it? Frage Nummer 19. Die Europäische Union hat eine gemeinsame Landgrenze mit nur einem afrikanischen Staat. Welche afrikanische Nation ist das?
Okay, question number 20, and I was just reminded, if you joined late, don't forget to download the picture question. It's the first link in the video description. Also enter your team name in the second link of the video description. So many links in the video descriptions. Total of 4, 5, I think today. Record. Anyway, welcome back, Dr. Susanne Neumann. Guess somebody got a new... Was that a slow clap? Somebody got a new science question for us. Let's watch it.
Hallo, Freundinnen und Freunde der Naturwissenschaften. Hier ist wieder ein Experiment für euch. Und zwar habe ich diesmal vorbereitet 2 Gläser mit jeweils einer Flüssigkeit. Und zwar ist das eine Flüssigkeit, die wahrscheinlich jeder von euch zu Hause hat. Es sind allerdings 2 verschiedene, so viel sei verraten. Außerdem habe ich hier eine UV-Lampe und wir werden jetzt beobachten, was passiert, wenn ich mit dieser UV-Lampe die beiden Flüssigkeiten anleuchte. Ja, ihr seht einen deutlichen Unterschied. Und die Frage ist jetzt, um welche Flüssigkeiten handelt es sich?
Okay, so we have 2 glasses filled with clear liquid. Susanna says you most likely will find them in your kitchen. And we definitely have it at home. I mean, and she's shining a light of a black light into both of them, and one seems to glow. The question is, what are those 2 liquids? Good luck.
Question number 21. Which automobile, produced by former East German car manufacturer VEB Sachsenring Automobilwerke Zwickau, was constructed from 1957 to 1989 with a thermosetting plastic body on a 1-piece steel chassis and 500 to 600 cc 2-cylinder 2-stroke engine? Frage Nummer
Yeah, we did the
21.
answer in the picture. Oh my god.
I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for the Amis. Frage Nummer 21. Welches Automobil, hergestellt von ehemaligen ostdeutschen Automobilhersteller VEB Sachsenring Automobilwerke Zwickau, wurde von 1957 bis 1989 mit einer Duroplast-Karosserie auf einem einteiligen Stahlchassis und 500 bis 600 CCM Zweizylinder Zweitaktmotor gebaut.
Gosh, I really need to start looking over those PowerPoints before submitting them. Oh. Yeah, it's only fair. I mean, who knows Joe Biden's Secret Service nickname? I mean, hello. Okay, question number 22. Yeah, one does not simply die in every movie. Despite his recent reputations, actor Sean Bean is not the title holder for most on-screen deaths. Until recently, the #1 spot was held by Christopher Lee, who reached an impressive 60 before his real-life passing in 2015. With 65 on-screen deaths, which Los Angeles native has since claimed the top honor? Trotz seines kürzlichen Rufs ist der Schauspieler Sean Bean nicht der Titelträger für die meisten Todesfälle auf der Leinwand. Bis vor kurzem wurde die Nummer 1 von Christopher Lee gehalten, der vor seinem Ableben im wirklichen Leben im Jahr 2015 beeindruckende 60 Tode erlebte. Welcher gebürtige Los Angeleser hat mit 65 Toten auf der Leinwand seither die höchste Ehre?
Paralyzed, you
Question number 23. What chemical term derived from the Arabic for ashes of the saltwort or calcinated ashes refers to a substance with a pH greater than 7? Frage Nummer 23. Welcher aus dem Arabischen abgeleitete chemische Begriff für Asche der Salzwürze oder kalzinierte Asche bezieht sich auf eine Substanz mit einem pH-Wert von über 7?
You cannot seem to get to me. I am back with a stolen identity. You know I see through anything. I'm the one man army with a bitter sting. You give me no reasons. I'm broken to pieces. There's no one who can erase. Stuck inside your frame. You know that's why I don't behave the same. Whenever you are here, I see clear, shed a tear. Don't know if I can pretend all the way to the end. You know the truth is hard to. I lost track of what I wanted. Ever since the party started. If there's a way for me and you, then I don't know just what to.
Okay, question number 24. According to Jewish folklore, what anthropomorphic being made from Flatvar river mud was animated by Rabbi Löw to protect Prague Jewish communities from the pogroms of Holy Roman Emperor Rudolf II? Welches anthropomorphe Wesen, das aus Schlamm der Moldau hergestellt wurde, wurde laut jüdischer Folklore von Rabbi Löw animiert, um die jüdische Gemeinde Prags vor den Pogromen des römischen Kaisers Rudolf II. Zu schützen?
I know it doesn't matter. I'm broken and I'm shattered. There's no one who can erase. Stuck inside your frame. You know that's why I don't behave the same. Whenever you
last question, question 25. Don't forget to enter your team names into the table available through the link down below the video. Question 25. The South Asian contact sport kabaddi involves 2 teams of 7 players attempting to score points by tagging or tackling members of the opposing team. Individuals take turns as the raider, who must run into the defender's court to attempt tags or tackles on a single breath. How do referees determine whether a raider has performed their raid without inhaling? Frage Nummer 25, nur aus Erinnerung sollt ihr den Tafel runterladen mit dem Link unterhalb des Videos. So, beim südasiatischen Kontaktsport Kabaddi versuchen 2 Teams von 7 Spielern Punkte zu erzielen, indem sie Mitglieder der gegnerischen Mannschaft markieren oder gegen sie antreten. Einzelne Spieler wechseln sich als Raider ab, die in dem Strafraum der Verteidiger laufen müssen, um mit einem einzigen Atemzug Tags oder Tackles zu versuchen. Wie stellen die Schiedsrichter fest? Die Schiris halt,
Ja,
oder? Die Schiris, wie stellen die Schiris halt fest, ob ein Raider seine Rede ohne Einatmen durchgeführt hat?
as always, Schiri, wir wissen, wo dein Auto steht. Ja. Okay, this was actually question 25. It's the last question of quiz. Now you will get a little bit more time to answer all the questions. Das war die letzte Frage, Frage Nummer 25. Ihr habt jetzt ein bisschen mehr Zeit, alle doch mal mit euren Teamkollegen eure Fragen durchzugehen. Wir geben euch ein paar Minuten Zeit, spielen ein paar heiße Tunes. Und, oh.
So, normally we would just give you a couple of minutes
Oh,
to
wait.
go back
What?
through the questions that needed maybe a little review or to be answered. But we've got something new for you this time. We're going to test drive this new feature and see if it works. It's a new round called Wrong Answers Only. So while you finish up any unanswered questions before we go through the correct answers with you, you've got a couple of minutes to, while you wait, submit a wrong answer to the following in the chat feed. So I've put an example.
Okay, it's on.
Okay, good. You have an example of a wrong answers only question, and your job is to post a wrong answer to the question, and then if you like a wrong answer in the chat feed, to repost it, and the one with the most reposts will get an extra point.
Oh boy, oh
Okay?
boy, oh boy.
So I've put an example on the slide with an image from Terminator with the question named the film. Yeah. But your question, that's just an example. Your question is as follows. I want a wrong answer to the following. Who is this? Okay, so put your wrong answer in the chat feed. If you like the wrong answer from someone
Anastasia, good
else,
one.
repeat it.
Also, that wasn't the actual question yet. Who was the... So you have to the current one and not the Terminator one. But you got the
this
idea.
one. You got the idea. Now apply.
There you
that
go,
sensibility
Anastasia. There you
to
go.
The who is this specifically? This is.
You got a
this
couple
is
of minutes.
You've got a couple minutes. If you like a wrong answer, then repeat it in the chat feed, and the one that has the most repeats is going to win.
Slowly into the silent night, an endless fall, like cuts from 1,000 knives. I hear you call, but I'm still stumbling in the dark, a silent howl as I dissolve into your arms. I waited now, seduced by a sweet mirage. We could leave or we could stay, so then stay wide awake. I can't do this anymore. It's hurting like it never has before. We could leave or we could stay, so then stay wide awake.
Okay, you have about 1 minute left, everybody. Love the answers in the chat so far. Okay, thank you for the great answers. Looks like Philip Teufel with Tina Turner at the very beginning made it. Personally, my favorite was Rufio, Rufio, Rufio. Loved Rufio. But Tina Turner made it, so Philip Teufel, 1 extra point for you. Still, Rufio, Rufio. Anyway, we're going right to our answer round. Oh, wait, best team name. Wait a shit, we didn't do anything.
No. Hang on 1 second.
We'll play another song, just for a minute.
All right, everyone. We've got a best team name for you. We had a couple of really good showers today. Here we go again. Biding our time to buy done.
We won by a lot.
We won by a lot. Still married. Thanks for that. But the winner of the extra point for best team name this week, it touched a little bit of a personal nerve for us because somehow we completely blanked on the fact that we had a flu shot shamed for this morning, scheduled for this morning that we both acknowledged last night and then completely forgot until about 7 p.m. this evening. Who needs pants, I think, best sums up what we've gone through this week. So congratulations to Who Needs Pants. You guys get an extra point.
Yeah.
Summarizes kind of our experience this week. So best team name goes to Who Needs Pants. Answer time. Let's start with the picture round.
Different. So yeah. Picture rounds because it's asked in the chat. For every correct answer, you get 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
So
a possible max of 10 points if you get everything correct in the picture round. So question number 1 in the picture round should be displayed.
Ariana, how can we help you? Wait, what? Anyway, until Ariana hears that and answers this, here we go with question number 1. Picture round question 1 was easy.
Arabic.
Arabisch.
Yeah, Arabic. I mean, easy. It could have been Urdu.
I guess.
Yeah, Arabic. Arabic. Question number 1. Arabic. If you got Arabic, you get a point. Question number 2 in the picture round.
Leutrat exit.
I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it.
Definitely not.
That is Vietnamese. We were looking for Vietnamese.
Question.
The way to say exit in Vietnamese. Question number 3 in the picture round. Keluar.
No idea. Indonesian. Should have known that. I've been there, done that. Definitely didn't look that. Too much other excitement.
Know your exits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question number 3.
Ah,
Or 4.
Saida.
Sorry. Question number 4. Saída.
That's-
That is Portuguese. You might have noticed that it's similar to salida, which is Spanish.
Totally got me. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Portuguese.
tricky one.
Question number 5 was a really tricky one, unless you are familiar with the UK. If you've traveled around at all in the UK, you might have noticed that Alan means exit in Welsh. It's a tough one. That one was
Tricky one, huh?
kinda
Sneaky.
the tricky
Sneaky,
one.
sneaky.
Yeah. We got a couple more that are a little bit more gimmies in the picture
I don't know.
round,
Exit
like question number 6.
sortie?
Sortie is French for exit. La sortie.
C'est French.
Is French. Question number 7.
Tikis.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know how the pronunciation is. We'll have to ask Dr. Neumann about the pronunciation on that one, but it's Turkish.
Oh,
Exit.
there you go.
Well. Question number 8. Labasan.
Mm.
That is Tagalog, the language of the Philippines.
Okay,
Tagalog.
never heard of that before.
Oh, really? Oh, Tagalog. Yeah. Millions of people who speak it. I can't say that Labasan. I don't know.
Question number 9, can you pronounce that?
No. I can't even read that. But I know it's Cyrillic. So it probably is Russian. Question number 9 is Russian. And finally, question number 10 in the picture round, Salida, we touched on this earlier, Spanish. So, in summary, okay. We've got, thank you, Dr. Neumann, for giving us Çikiş is how you pronounce the Turkish. Those Sadies on the C and the, is that an S? On the S, make it a sh sound. So Çikiş in
Vicard. Okay, it would be.
Vikod. Vikod is the Russian.
What? There's
Yeah,
there's double P's in there. How can
Vicard.
it be Vicard?
Vikod.
But thank you, Anastasia.
Thank you for the pronunciations on those.
So
various
here you have
languages.
again all the answers. Arabic, Vietnamese, Indonesian, Portuguese, Tagalog, Turkish, Spanish. Nope. Wait. Oh my God. Welsh.
French, Russian, Spanish, Turkish.
Jumping around on those pictures. Oh well. Anyway, 46th President of the United States.
And
Still
the
fingers
reason we were
crossed. I mean,
popping some
who knows what's going
champagne,
on?
the actual champagne this evening.
What's going on there?
And you might have noticed a thematic relationship between the picture round and the champagne this evening.
What?
Someone is exiting so that someone else can get in.
Okay. Yeah, totally champagne talking here. Slow.
It was intentional.
His nickname is Celtic.
Celtic or Celtic. Yep.
There you go.
His wife, Dr. Jill Biden, chose the name Capri. They're essentially given a main letter and then they can choose their code name that starts with that letter. So, for instance, he chose Celtic or Celtic while he was vice president under the Obama administration, and the Obama family all chose the name. They were given the letter R. And they chose names, for instance, I think Obama was Renegade and Michelle was Renaissance, and the daughters were like Rain Dance and Rainbow or something.
Somehow I
So
think
they're
of
given
Renegade, I
a
think of some
letter.
like long-haired dude and his partner with like some big-ass mullet.
Which, by the way, Kamala Harris was given P, and she chose Pioneer. So she will be when they are inaugurated in January. They will be
Salt.
C's will be given to the first family, and P's will be given to the vice president's family. All right. Question number 2.
Question number 2. And I hope,
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is-
here's the twist. It's Jeopardy. So if you just said Trebek or Alex Trebek, oh, even the answer sheet is wrong. The correct answer is, who is Alex Trebek?
That is
If you
is
didn't
correct.
put the
Yeah,
who is, I mean,
it needs to say who is Alex Trebek, specifically because we asked for your answer in the form of a question in honor of Jeopardy.
but I mean, I guess since even Kreddle did it wrong, and she's a
totally did
big.
it wrong. I'm a big Jeopardy fan, but I space cadetted on this question for some reason.
Wow,
inputting the
that
answer
picture
here on this
and
slide.
that mustache is.
So,
Wow.
which, by the way, Trebek's mustache has a whole Wikipedia page, I think, dedicated to it. There's a Twitter feed and stuff dedicated to Trebek's mustache. He shaved it off in 2001, and people were so up in arms that they posted online, and he had to take to the airwaves and be like, guys, there's a war in the Middle East.
Anyway, rest in peace.
There are financial problems that we're having. Yeah, there are bigger problems, bigger fish to fry than
And
my mustache.
Anthony, you never watch Blues Brothers for nothing. It's always a treat. Duh. Watch Blues Brothers for nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
exist. It's always
Especially the
something.
original.
So, by the way, I just have to add that Alex Trebek, he wore a fake mustache for an April Fool's joke after he had shaved it off in 2001. And people went apeshit. He wore a stick-on fake mustache, and then he regrew an entire beard. And there was I could have a long conversation about Alex Trebek's facial hair. But
I love
not gonna do
Alex
that
Trebek.
here.
Anyway, let's go to question number
I love
3. Otherwise,
Jeopardy.
we'll
I'm
never
a
get to read.
Big Jeopardy fan. Okay.
Oh,
Question number
sorry.
3.
Now we released the full name. I have to change that. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Sorry, Jody. We didn't hear from
Ah.
you, so we assumed that it was okay to just release your full name. In the future, please let us know if anybody submits questions and they don't want their last name disclosed. But thank you, Jody, for submitting this question. The answer that we were looking for.
Hang on.
Are you ready? Oh, hang on. He's deleting.
Oh no, how can I delete it from this?
I don't know. Maybe you should just switch to the next slide. Maybe we should just switch to the next slide.
Oh,
and
look at
switch to
that.
the
Jody.
one after that.
Question number 3 was from Jody.
There we go.
So, what specific item did they also run out of to do mass grounding of the fleet and have to commission carpenters produce? It was chocks.
Yeah, they're called chocks. Apparently, I didn't know that they were called chocks, but they're the little wedges
Unterlegkeile.
that you shove underneath the airplane tires. And I would venture to proffer that anyone who guessed the little wedges that you shove under the wheels should get a point, even if you couldn't come up with the name chocks, because who knows the name chocks off the top of their head. So I'm just gonna put that out there.
Ja,
If that's the thing that you guessed, then I would say you get a point.
so for German, für die Deutschen, wenn ihr habt Keile, lassen wir es gelten. Es muss nicht unbedingt Unterlegkeile sein, dass ihr geraten habt. Keile.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Thank you, Jody.
Yeah, that was an interesting
Question number 4.
question.
I mean, interesting questions. And you probably heard of the later products of it called Maybelline.
Major makeup
Major.
brand around the world today. Yeah.
So,
Particularly known for
ja,
mascara.
aber die Frage, die wir, oder die Antwort, die wir gesucht haben, war Mascara oder in Deutsch Wimperndusche, ne? Ah, die Wimperndusche ist ja voll verschmiert. Aber
Yeah.
aus diesem entstand später Maybelline.
Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe.
Wait, what?
He doesn't know the catchphrase. Okay, question number 5 was our literature question, and we were looking for either the name of the work or the name of the author who wrote it. So if you got either James Joyce or Ulysses, you got yourself a point.
Anyway, I just see Philipp Teufel has Stopper. I guess we'll let it count because basically that's what it is. It's a stopper under the wheel.
Yeah, sure.
So Philipp Teufel, you can let it count.
Yeah, for the Unterkeile. Yeah, makes sense. The items that you shove underneath the wheel to keep it from rolling around, whatever name you came up with for those. Good job. Get a point.
So did you answer question 5? What did? Oh,
Yeah, question 5 was either Ulysses or James Joyce. You only get one point for that. You get
no,
minus 5
Flo,
if
you don't
came
get
up with
2 points.
both. Fantastic, amazing. I want to have a drink
No, I
with
don't.
you, but you only get 1 point for either the author or the title.
I feel especially today, if you got one, you got the other. Like, you don't get an extra point, Flo. Whatever. Keep dreaming. We are tough quiz here.
Yeah, super.
So, which 1988 Tim Burton film are we looking for?
This was a tough one, I think.
Yeah, I guess Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice was supposed to be played by Sammy Davis Jr. And it was supposed to be a short Middle Eastern man who became a demon. And there was no mention in the original script of like saying his name 3 times and being able to conjure him or like keep him or make him disappear. That was all in the second or third version of the script. In fact, Warner Brothers originally didn't like the first original name Beetlejuice, so they proposed the name House Ghosts instead. And as a joke, Tim Burton countered with the proposal of the title Scared Sheetless, which Warner Brothers was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds great, yeah. And Tim Burton was a little bit horrified by the fact that they were super on board with that, so it ended up being called Beetlejuice.
Uh-oh. I think we got called out for saying it more than once or twice.
No, but you have to say it 3 times.
Oh, phew.
That's the name, I think.
I'm getting anxious here.
Yeah, a little bit worried. But the good thing is that if you say it 3 times in a row right after that, you can just make them go away again, I think.
I don't think I've seen Beetlejuice.
We need to watch Beetlejuice.
It's too scary for me.
Okay.
Question 7, easy one. What non-SI unit is used? We all know it. Knoten, knots. Come on, everyone has heard it. Like ba ba ba. That was one of the easy ones because I knew it.
One of the easy ones.
There we go.
Yeah.
Question number 8. Lamarcky.
Lamarcky. Not malarkey, but Lamarcky. This is why I love the chat feed, is because it calls your attention to stuff that you don't realize otherwise. So, yeah, Lamarcky is apparently the species name of the genus Xanthias, the common pebble crab.
Anyway, that's not what we were looking for. We're looking for the
We were
name.
looking for the name Carl Linnaeus or Carl von Linné. Either one of those would be fine. One is kind of a Latinized version of the other, a Germanic form, so Linnaeus or von Linné would be good.
I
for
guess
a
if you
point.
have Caroli Linné, we also accept it because it's
Yeah.
on there.
It's
Caroli.
clear that you know who you're talking about.
Anyway, question number 9. Dun, dun, dun. What character in the Bond films we're looking for, which was actually a branch? It's Q.
Q. And do you know what Q stands for?
Yeah, Quartermaster, obviously.
Obs.
Ops.
Totally obs. The guy responsible for outfitting you with stuff. Yeah, Q. In the novels, he only appears as a branch of the British Secret Service. Here, obviously, in the films, he is played by Desmond Llewellyn and most recently by Ben Whishaw.
And once they discovered they could use it for product placement in a big way, yeah. Yeah, Omega. Yeah, Aston Martin.
Also,
Yep,
last
BMW.
week saw the passing of Sean Connery, another great screen legend. So you're in good company, you and Alex Trebek, and go and have a scotch in heaven together. Or one of the beverages concerning our potent potables question.
Potent Potables number 10. Let's see, what was Potent Potables? Oh, only if you win, I guess, because then you get some sparkly stuff.
Yeah.
So, which country principally located in the province of Western Cape? Whoops, sorry. South Africa.
South Africa has some impressive
Oh gosh, still want to go
They
there.
took-
So much to see there.
Yeah. They took all 3, so gold, silver, and bronze medals in the most recent World Sparkling Wines competition. And just like a lot of geographical locations outside of Europe, they use old world varietals, but they produce them in a terroir that is particularly good for wine production. Other regions that you might have considered perhaps were in Chile or in maybe
Nope.
Australia. Also really renowned for producing fantastic sparkling wines, but most recently South Africa has been in the news for producing really world-class sparkling wines.
Gosh, I want to go to South Africa.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, question number 11. Name the chess grandmaster. Maybe Garik gave you a hint. We were looking for Gary Kasparov. And
I've got a comment that they can't hear me. Can you turn up my microphone a little bit more?
you're pretty loud already, but I'll
Okay,
try.
I'll put my face right next to the microphone. Sorry if you can't hear me. I'll try and speak directly into it. Gary Kasparov is the answer to number 11. He's a really interesting guy. He became grandmaster in 1980 at the age of 17, which is really impressive. Actually, the most recent grandmaster to be added to the roster beat Kasparov's rating. And he is the current world chess champion since 2013. That's Magnus Carlsen, who became grandmaster at the age of 13, which is just insane. But Kasparov has been pretty politically active since he retired professionally in the 1990s.
Always a danger in Russia, I would say.
Yeah, he's been very kind of oppositional to Putin's politics. He has spoken out on a number of issues, including Putin's obvious antagonism to homosexuals in Russia, and he founded an organization called the United Civil Front, which is interested in maintaining election integrity in democracies all over the world. But he also has been the victim of physical attacks, including being smacked over the head with a chessboard. after saying something against Putin, and yeah, he is pretty politically active, Gary Kasparov, and he lives today in Croatia, actually, outside of the USSR. So, question number 12 was our participant submission of a musical track, and you were meant to guess the song. So name the song, specifically the title of the song, not necessarily, you don't get a point, unfortunately, for the artist, but 1 point for the name of the song if you're able to name. Are you going to play it again? You don't have to.
No.
Okay. It's too technically difficult, but thank you to Anthony Oliveras for submitting your take on the song.
Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here.
Yeah, that's the name. That's the title of the song that was submitted. What? What? Sam. Your microphone isn't down. I know. What are you talking about? Definitely Pink Floyd. Okay.
Whatever.
Question number 13 was about Palumboism. And we were looking for the name of the sport that its namesake, Dave Palumbo, competed in.
I mean, I guess the pictures, not sure the giveaway, but kind of, I guess. Anyway, it's bodybuilding or Körperkulturistik. Thank you, Gretel, for that translation. Körperkulturistik.
Sure. That's what it says in the German Wikipedia article.
Körperkulturistik.
Yeah. Dave Palumbo. So that's a symptom of
Steroids.
hard training and HGH and steroids. And, yeah, lots of like overtraining and
lots of steroids.
Messed up diet and yeah. This came about in the 90s when the emphasis in bodybuilding became much more on being huge than on being proportional. Dave Palumbo is also called Jumbo Palumbo because he is kind of the epitome of this like massive, oversized kind of bodybuilder. This is after Arnold Schwarzenegger
There's
was
a good documentary about what is
bodybuilding.
No, Jeff Coleman, is it? Not Jeff Coleman. Ronnie Coleman. I think on Netflix. So if you wanna watch it,
it's depressing.
interesting itself, like Ronnie Coleman, like interesting story, but
depressing.
like also part of it definitely had like the whole Palumboism problem with it, and
yeah, he competed in the 90s. He was the kind of part of the crowd that kind of had this issue with the HGH
other
steroid
issues
issue.
too, but can't remember
he
if
destroyed
it
his
was
joints, and now
multiple
he's
series or if
bound
it was
to,
one.
I think it was one go. I think it was like an hour and
was
a half long
interesting.
documentary. And he mostly is confined to walkers and crutches and a wheelchair today because he messed up his joints so bad. Interestingly, if you look up bodybuilding in Wikipedia, at least half of the entries in the various languages have the same image, the exact same photo of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Chad is not interested in it.
That is another really fascinating documentary, by the way, is the documentary with Arnold Schwarzenegger. What is it called? Do you remember? Something
Pumping Iron.
Pumping Iron. highly recommend it. I'm not all that interested in bodybuilding per se, but like the mental processes that Arnold Schwarzenegger as a young man goes through to like put down his competition, really psychologically fascinating. So highly recommended.
We are
People can
not
learn.
sponsored by
It's on
Netflix. Unfortunately, there's only a limited amount of things
I
things we
wish.
can get in Austria, other than like
Yeah.
Netflix and Amazon Prime. I guess we can get Disney. We don't have Disney.
I wish we would.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, 13. I guess chat is getting bored. Ugh.
Blah, blah, blah.
What was the name of Baalbek during classic antiquity? We're speeding it up here. Heliopolis.
Yeah, you might have been able to gather this from the way that the question was phrased with the Greek sun deity. This is not to be confused with the Heliopolis in northern Egypt, which was the Greekified name for the sun god Ra, right? This was actually named for the Greek sun god. So Heliopolis is Baalbek.
Question number 15, dumb crime. What kind of animal was Dirk? Dirk was a penguin. Penguin.
Yeah.
Penguin.
He was
Penguin.
a little fairy There's Dirk. Dirk was a little fairy penguin. So if you got penguin,
Not
you
as
got 1
easy as
point.
last week's, I guess. Question 16
Question
was a
number 16,
giveaway.
speaking of-
Um,
yeah.
If you remember anyone from Foo Fighters, it's probably the right answer. Dave Grohl. Hey!
Yeah. If you're looking for something to entertain you for like 2 to 3 minutes, he has a really charming digital relationship with this drummer in the UK, this like 12-year-old girl who is kind of a prodigy drummer, and they have been exchanging challenge videos, so check that out.
Love me some Foo Fighters. So, question number 17. I'm really tired today. What was the phrase before? Yada, yada, yada. Oh, I'm really tired
Yada.
today.
And the whole episode, the whole last half of the episode surrounded whether you can yada yada sex, because George, of course, assumed that his girlfriend Marcy was yada yada-ing sex. Actually, here's the bonus point where this comes in. What was she yada yada-ing? She was yada yada-ing shoplifting. She shoplifted. So if you were able to name that, you got an extra point.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yada yada yada.
Question number 18. What is the festival called? The festival is called Diwali or Deepavali. Deepavali. Different pronunciations.
We celebrated it today by Dieter tried to change our oven light, which has been out for the last couple of days. So
Yeah, unsuccessfully to get a new light.
yeah. Happy Diwali.
Question number 19. Which African nation has a border with the European Union?
This might have been a tough one. It's Morocco. Interestingly, Morocco has a couple of locations along the coast that actually belong to Spain. In addition to a couple of islands off of the Moroccan coast, as you can see on the map, there are actually a couple of exclaves that belong to Spain officially, including Melilla and Ceuta. And then there's this one called Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera that doesn't technically count as an exclave because the only little spit of land connecting it to Morocco is this very narrow piece of sand, like that gets covered during high tide. And it doesn't have an official border because the only people that go there are like military personnel. But officially, that means that Melilla and Ceuta count as land borders between the European Union and an African nation.
Morocco. Spelled
Morocco.
incorrectly, I guess.
What?
Morocco.
Why?
Morocco.
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 Question number 20. Guest question by Dr. Susanne Neumann. Welche Flüssigkeiten geht es? I don't know if you have been to a club in the, I mean, probably not in the last half year,
8 years, 8 months.
8 months, but before, and you ordered a G&T,
And you happen to be in the black light area. Of the
and you
club.
might have noticed your G&T was flowing. The other one was just water. So Wasser and tonic are the correct answer. And it's due to its chemical.
There's a chemical called quinine in tonic that fluoresces. And yeah.
So yeah, Wasser und tonic. Which automobile were we looking for from East Germany? I mean, there's only so many you can probably think of. Obviously, Trabant
The Trabi.
or Trabi.
And there is a really lively fan club dedicated to Trabant and like conventions of Trabis. There are people that have tattoos dedicated to the Trabi. Most recently in somewhere in Slovakia in the late 2000s, I think 2016 or something, they met together to celebrate the Trabi. By the way, I came across a couple of popular nicknames, including the Gehilfe. Gehilfe, like a walker, essentially. Überdachte Zündkerze, which is like a firing. What is it? Zündkerze? A firing. What is the name of it?
I'm not sure what the English word for it is.
A spark plug. Spark plug with a roof. Yeah, is one of the names for it.
Okay, question number 22. One does not simply die in every movie. Who does, though? 65 times. You have seen him in some movie. Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, probably most known for his recent appearance on Breaking Bad, where he appeared as the character. Oh, what was his name?
Oh, on the turtle, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was the Spanish word for turtle. And he was beheaded and put on a turtle that was armed with a bomb. Tortuga. He was the
Danny
character.
Trejo is the answer.
Danny Trejo.
What chemical term refers to a substance with a pH greater than 7.0? And the answer is alkali or alkaline.
Or alkaline or alkalian. And specifically, it comes from the Arabic term that means ashes of the salt wort, alkali. Qali. Alkali.
Okay, 24. What anthropomorphic being was made by Rabbi Loev?
From Vltava River mud.
It was the golem.
The Prague golem.
The golem. Also featured in an episode of the modern Sherlock Holmes Sherlock episodes on from BBC with the golem, a killer.
Golem, yeah. And it doesn't just exist in Prague. Prague is probably the most famous, but there's also a golem of Kelm and Barcelona, as well as various towns in Germany, for instance. But generally, it's like mud that has been activated through the writing of a Hebrew word on the forehead or writing it on a piece of paper and putting it in the mouth, and then deactivated by taking it out of the mouth.
Okay, we have Dr. Susanne Neumann weighing in here about the answer bleach, I guess. And since the questionnaire, Dr. Susanne Neumann says she would give an extra point for bleach. There you go, Juliet. you get an extra point because we can't verify it.
Bleach fluoresces, apparently.
Yeah.
It's just not in the bar.
Yeah, but one could argue
But
that
if
most
it
people
fluoresces,
will
then
have it at
fantastic.
home. We didn't say bar
Yeah,
at this point. So
True. Yeah.
so if you have bleach as an answer, there you go, extra point. And final question. How do referees
25.
determine whether a raider has performed the raid without inhaling?
This was concerning the team Kabaddi, which is very popular in Asia, East Asia. And the answer is that the raider has to sing or chant while he's raiding for the 30 seconds while he or she is running into the opponent's field. He has to sing or chant, and usually that is in the form of saying kabaddi really long and slow, or kabaddi 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 kabaddi, to make sure that the umpire, the Schiedsrichter, knows that he has not inhaled during that time. And it typically is by saying kabaddi as long and slow and drawn out as possible. Singing or chanting while he's raiding, he or she is raiding. So this was an additional.
So whoever gets
point.
bleach gets can count an extra point.
Yeah.
Trump has it in his bar.
Then we had a bonus point available for the new round, wrong answers only, and that one was awarded
Philipp
to
Teufel.
Philipp Teufel, who proposed that might have been Tina Turner. Great job identifying that individual. So please send us your score. You've got a couple minutes to tally up how many points you were able to collect over the course of the quiz. Enter that, please, into the table available at the link below, and we will go through and tally who won, who got second and third place, and we will announce that shortly.
Sweet redemption, I will never let you down. Will it ever get funny? Oh, I wonder, honey, baby, how you make me sway. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. And my safe protection, I will always be around. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey. I'm trying to be an in the line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say you will, yeah.
Okay, and it looks like we have a winner. Like, let me show you the results. And we have a repeat again.
But first, let's announce third place.
Second and
In
third.
third place, we've got Net So Nice with 27 points. Ron, Juliet, Catherine, Tara, Elise, John, and Catalina, who chose Doctors Without Borders for their charity. Congratulations on your third place placement. In second place, we've got a tie with 28 points. And the team names are Gebrannte Kinder trinken Schnaps and Net So Nice. Oh no, sorry. Net So Nice was third place. Biden Our Time Till By Dawn. And we've got with Gebrannte Kinder trinken Schnaps, Andrea, Daniel, Karina, Stefan, Steffi, Jakob, Christian, and Martin, who chose Wir helfen Punktshop. Entweder AT oder OR. And with Biden Our Time Till By Dawn, we've got Marsha, Mike.
Oops, sorry.
Marsha, Mike, Margot, Molly, Ellen, John, Patrick, Sarah, Joe, and Amanda, who chose wildanimalsanctuary.org. And in number one spot, we've got Quiz-anon with 31 total points this evening. Meredith, Candace, Ramon, John Allen, Jody, Izen, and Amy, who chose Fair Fight as their organization, their chosen charity for this evening. Fair Fight promotes fair elections in Georgia and around the country, encouraging voter participation in election, educating voters about their voting rights, and bringing awareness to the public on election reform, advocating for election reform at all levels, and engaging in other education programs and communications concerning elections and voting rights. So congratulations to Quiz-anon, I think was the name of it. Yeah, Quiz-anon.
I guess
Great job.
it was a play on QAnon.
QAnon, yeah. It's a play on the QAnon, yeah.
Okay, I mean,
So thanks everyone for joining us this week. Congratulations to Quiz-anon for your win with 31
again,
points.
I mean, congratulations.
We'll put the link to your chosen charity in the information underneath the video. So anyone who wants to donate, feel free to go to that link and you'll find a donate page. And we hope that we will see you again next week for another quiz.
And here's a call to everybody, like, think of your friends, neighbors, who can you recruit for your team. It seems like the guys based in Hamburg mainly, they have it down. They have like a really good team. I mean, they have been a reoccurring winner for a couple of weeks, months now. I mean, good for them, but to everybody else, if you can think of anyone in your neighborhood who is like even in a very specific topic, recruit them, get them to join the quiz. I mean, calling up a YouTube link isn't that hard, and joining a WhatsApp group isn't hard either. So go get them, and hopefully we'll see you next week. In the meantime, if you have any good trivia questions, follow the link in the video descriptions. I think it's 4th link, and submit some questions for next week. Until then, stay safe and see you next week.
Wear a mask. See you next week. Bye everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Gee.